Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had a wonderful 4th of July weekend. I know me and my family had a fun time celebrating the 4th. It is our annual tradition. It's kind of like our summer kickoff event. Now I hope all of you had a pretty good weekend and were able to do something with your loved ones to kind of kick off the summer like how my family does. Please let me know what you guys did this weekend or how you kicked off your summer in the comments down below. Now to the video. Today I decided to kind of do a laid back video and to share with you one of my new series I will be doing the beginning of every month, where I will be sharing with you my top faves and my top fails of the previous month. My top faves are going to be products that I am reaching for on a regular basis. Products that I am constantly using on a daily or semi-daily basis and that I just love and I can rely on working every time and just totally being a dependable rock-on product. Now with my fails, just like with anything, these are going to be products that did not work for me. Now if they work for you, more power to you and keep on using them. But like I said, these are products that did not work for me. Now I will say, before I give up on any products, I do give them a couple tries before I mark it as a fail, because sometimes our skin or application, whatever the reason, needs to be altered and the product will end up working beautifully. Now before we get into my top 5 faves and my top 5 fails of June, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell down below. Also, I would love to hear what your top 5 faves and or fails are down in the comments below. So make sure to comment down below. Now if you want to see what my top 5 faves and fails are for the month of June, then keep on watching. So I decided I am going to do my top 5 fails first, and then I will do my top 5 faves at the end. Now my first product is the Fenty Beauty Diamond Balm All Over Diamond Veil in How Many Carat. I am not joking in how disappointed I am that this product did not work for me. I just could not believe how beautiful it was, and obviously I started playing with it and I just could not believe how sparkly and gorgeous this was on my finger. And even when I swatched it, it was sparkly. Then when I went to go apply it to my normal highlighting spots, I was just so disappointed. It was like super patchy and I was not able to blend it out to get an even application of highlight across my high cheekbone area, which is where I was trying to apply it. When I did apply it, I did use the Morphe E61 brush. And then when I saw that that didn't work, I actually went in with my finger and kind of went like this to see if I could, and it just was not working. Upon researching this product for this video, I did see that they recommend using the Fenty Beauty Face and Body brush. I personally am not going to go and buy a brush just to use one product. And what also made this so disappointing was that this is obviously a mini, because I got it with Fenty Beauty Glass Balm in. And I have to say, I absolutely love this lip gloss. It is such a gorgeous color and It definitely gives you a plumping look, and I'm actually wearing it on my lips right now. And it makes your lips feel so smooth, and like I said, I absolutely love this. And it so sucks that this was such a hit, but this was such a fail. Now the next product for me was also disappointing. It is the NARS Climax Mascara. I did get the mini to try it out because I wanted to make sure that it was going to be something I used. When I first applied this mascara, I absolutely loved the way my lashes looked. It looked absolutely gorgeous. And I was like, yes, this is an amazing mascara. And then the day went on and I look in the mirror and all of a sudden I have dreaded raccoon eyes from mascara melting onto my face. I was so disappointed because, like I said, I absolutely loved the way my lashes looked, but it is not something I am going to be able to wear all day long, which as a busy work-at-home mom, that's what I need. I need a mascara that is going to be budge-proof, smudge-proof, not going to move as soon as it is on my lashes. So, another disappointment. Now, the next product is a brand that I absolutely love. The e.l.f. Shadow Lock Eyelid Primer in sheer. And I have to say, I am so disappointed in this because e.l.f. is probably my favorite drugstore brand, if not one of my favorite makeup brands overall. They are so affordable. They normally have quality products. Now when I applied this on my eyelids, I was shook because it was patchy. Even when I was dabbing it into my skin, it wasn't like stick spreading out or evening out on my eyelid. Now when I applied it, it was not only patchy, but it felt super drying on my eye. And when I would try to apply eyeshadow, the eyeshadow was then getting patchy and it wasn't lasting. So, as I said, I'm very disappointed because this is probably one of my favorite makeup brands, but this just did not work for me. So for those of you who watched my June haul, I'm sure you remember I was on the lookout for a reliable brow pencil that I could wear every day, preferably affordable. So when the Sephora in my local area opened up right after I filmed the haul video, I decided I was going to go and check out, see if I could find a brow pencil that would work for me. I was looking for a product that I'd be able to take close-ups with for, you know, my social media and for YouTube, and I wanted to make sure I had a brow that looked more natural and not like I drew it on or colored in my brows. So one of my picks that I grabbed to try out was the Sephora Micro Braid Effect Brow Pen. From what the display looked like, it looked like this was the answer to my prayers. It was going to give me hair-like strokes, and it was going to be super easy to use. And best of all, it was going to be the cheapest brow pencil at Sephora. I was so disappointed when I ended up using it. First of all, it was a pain to get, like, I couldn't even get all of the package thing off of it. I could get past that. I could get past that if the product works. Then I saw the tip and I'm like, whew, this looks good. This looks very promising. And then I go to apply it and it didn't show. So I'm like, huh. Well, it is a pen, so let me shake it up. So I shook it up, like you see me do now, and I applied it again. And it was, I couldn't, the ink, it was barely showing. And when I applied it in my brow, like, these are pretty thick hair strokes. And when I would just try to use the tip, the very, very tip, I mean, that's what you would get. I'm up close to it and I can barely see it on my skin. Never mind within my hair. So, I was very disappointed in this. Sorry, Sephora, but this was not a go for me. Now, for my final fail, many of you may not be surprised about this because I did mention this in my makeup tutorial where I used all Avon products except for the brow gel. That is the Avon Highbrow Sculpting Gel in medium brown. Now, for those of you who don't know, I am an Avon independent sales representative. So, it is very disappointing for me to sit here and say I am not recommending this product. But this isn't a product where I feel like, well, maybe it's because of my skin type or my skin color, or maybe because my skin is more sensitive or my hair type is different. No, this is just a product that I personally am not going to recommend to my customers, and I'm not going to recommend to you guys. I have tried it numerous times since I've got it, and when I apply it, it comes out clumpy and uneven, as you can see. And this is me trying to roll it. I mean, that is not what's supposed to be going on with a brow gel. You need to have something that is going to be going evenly through your brow hairs and brushing them in so that they are staying snatched. And with it being tinted, you definitely need to have it be an even application, because you can't have like dark spot here, light spot here, dark spot. No, it just not. And on top of it, it has a strange smell. I don't know what it is, but it is weird. Now, as I'm sitting here with this open, and I could smell it, and it's got a weird smell to it. So, like I said, this is not going to be something I'm going to recommend. Now, let's move on to my favorites. Since we were talking about brows, I'm going to start off with my favorite brow pencil. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I found my go-to brow pencil. Finally! Yes! Oh, my brow pencil journey has been a long one. I'm not joking. So, for those of you who don't know, last year I was diagnosed with stage 3 Hodgkin's lymphoma cancer. And that was actually when I started using brow pencils. Prior to me having cancer, I never used brow pencils. My brows were perfectly thick enough. I would just have to make sure I had them shaped, and I would brush them through, and then they would be perfectly fine. But once I started chemotherapy treatments, of course, one of the side effects is losing your hair, and that includes your brow hair. When I don't have any brow pencil around in my eyebrows, I do have sparse areas still. So I am still working on growing back my brow hair. It's just taking a very, very long time. And because of that, I was looking for a go-to brow pencil that I can use and depend on, that is going to last all day and deal with sweat and children and motherhood and work and everything of a single work-at-home mom needs to deal with, while looking gorgeous as I am. So I was so happy when I finally decided to spend the bucks and get the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. Yes, people, this is worth the bucks. It is absolutely perfect. As you can see with the tip, it is super tiny, and I am able to make perfectly little hair-like strokes and then blend it in with the perfect little spoolie. This has been my go-to brow pencil since I got it. Now, for those of you who want to know, my shade is 4, which is like a dark brown. I absolutely love this. It's 12-hour long wear. It's waterproof, smudge proof. It glides on super easily. It makes doing my brows so much easier now. Like, it does not take me forever. And I don't feel like I'm just coloring in my brows like I was doing before. Now, the next product I got through BoxyCharm through, I believe it was their add-on items. And it is the Becca Ultimate Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. Now, I was looking for a foundation that I would be able to wear this summer when I am doing my videos or when I'm shooting my social media pictures, so I could have a full coverage foundation that was not going to melt off my face, because my room where I tape some parts of the day, it can get very hot in here. Even if I have a fan like right on me, it gets super hot where I literally start dripping of sweat. And that's not a pretty look to have on camera. I got this for pretty cheap price through BoxyCharm and figured it was worth giving a try since they did have my shade, which is in the shade Shell. And I have to say, when I first pumped it out, it seemed pretty thick. And I'm like, uh-oh, I am not going to be looking forward to having that thick feeling that you get with full coverage foundation. So what I do is I actually apply this with a dampened beauty blender, because if you use a brush, this does dry down pretty fast and it does oxidize. As you can see, it's pretty pale on my hand right now, but if you give it a few minutes, it will oxidize and it will actually turn into my shade. I know the first time I applied it to my face, I was like, whoa, it's really white. But then by the time I got done with my makeup, it was perfect. Like the skin color was perfectly matched to my skin color. It looked gorgeous on my skin. It gave me full coverage. And what I loved about it was that it didn't feel heavy on my skin. Once I applied it with a dampened beauty blender, like, it felt lightweight. It didn't feel heavy. It full coverage, and it lasted all day. I am not joking with you. One day after filming, I went outside and did yard work. And when I came back in, I mean, I was drenching with sweat and dirt and ugh. And I looked in the mirror. My foundation did not budge. Not one bit. I was in complete shock. I could not believe it. This was the first foundation I've ever did yard work in and it not move, crease, break apart, whatever you want to call it. It didn't do it. Now, according to the Ulta website, it says that this foundation is humidity, sweat, water, and transfer resistant. So if you're looking for a summertime full coverage foundation, I am telling you, this is your girl. And if you are unsure if you're going to be able to find your shade, there are 42 shades to choose from very, very light to very, very dark. I am super impressed with the amount of shades that they have. Now, in the summertime, I tend to get very oily and I sweat a lot in my T-zone area, even though for the majority part of it, it feels dry. So I always have to alter my skincare routine from summer to winter based on how my skin is reacting. And sometimes it can even react different from day to day. So I wanted to find a moisturizer that I'd be able to use in the summertime on my oily days. So I was super excited when I picked up an IT Cosmetics set, which included the Confidence in a Gel Lotion, oil-free, hydro-pumping, weightless moisturizer. Now, as you could see, this is not like the picture that I just showed you. This is the sample size that came with the set. I figured it was worth a try. I was wanting to try some new skincare products, and I was going to be picking up the primer that was included in the set anyways. So for the same price, I got the toner in full size, and then I got this in the sample size. When I first pumped it out, I was like, it looks more like a cream, not like a gel. So then I rub it in, and I could not believe it. My skin just soaked up the hydration. It was like I was just literally dumping gallons of water right into my skin. It was unbelievable. My skin, since I have been using this, has been so much better. It's important in the summertime when you are sweating a lot to get an oil-free moisturizer. So I found the one that works for me. I would say my skin type is combination dry. So as I said, normally in the summertime I do get very oily in the T-zone and sweat a lot. Then when I do touch my face, feels very, very dry. So that is why I always look for moisturizers that are going to help keep my skin hydrated. And I also wanted to have a moisturizer that is going to help me with my oil control. And I'm not joking, it literally is super, super lightweight, which is a huge help when you are applying makeup on your face in the summertime. It does say that it is for people with combination oily skin. So if you do have combination oily skin, I highly recommend this. Once I run out of this sample, I am so going to get the full size for this because I am going to need this for the summer. Now, my next favorite product is actually my only body care product, but I love it so much I had to put it in my faves. And it is the Avon Senses Fresh Bergamot and Wild Mint Shower Gel. Even before I was an Avon representative, I absolutely loved the Avon Senses shower gels. I believe before they were called Natural Senses or something like that. I forget now. But they looked like this. And in the summertime, I used to pick these up. I loved the way that it made my body smell, and it just refreshing and fruity and perfect for summer. So when Avon announced that they were coming out with a new collection with Avon Senses, I was super excited to try it out. The new collection is supposed to be a new formula featuring fresh, luxurious scents and that will transform your bath routine into a whole new pampering experience. I mean, come on, when you read that, especially as a single work-at-home mom, I'm like, give it to me. So I decided to try the Fresh Bergamot and Wild Mint Shower Gel because it says that it was supposed to give you a refreshing and rejuvenated shower experience, and I am all about that. When I first applied it, as I'm like lathering myself up saying, oh my god, I couldn't believe it. It's much more thicker than the regular Senses shower gel, which made it where you needed a lot less than you would have if you used one of these. I just do a squirt right onto my sponge and wet it, and it gets super sudsy. Like, I'm not joking, it gets sudsy. And you are able to apply it all through your body from head to toe with just one squeeze. And it has you smelling so wonderful, and oh, I absolutely love this and definitely recommend it. So, last but not least, this was the biggest shocker for me in June, and that was the Avon Birthday Balm Lip Crayon. Please don't mind the tip. My 3-year-old got a hold of it and started using it all over his face. Now, if you want to see my reaction to the first time I used this product, I am going to link the video up above. It was in my full face of Avon products video, and I'll also link it in the description box down below. You will see me in shock. It literally glides on like butter. It's super, super lightweight. It is formulated with non-GMO shea butter. It's paraben, phthalate, and gluten-free, and it's also free from mineral oil. It is gorgeous. This is in the shade PYT. It does come in 5 other shades, and they are designed to be complementary on all skin types. They are a beautiful sheer color, and they are a perfect addition to your summer makeup routine. I am so happy that I decided to try this out, and I am definitely ordering more shades to wear this summer. Okay, so that is it. We are done. I hope you enjoyed my top 5 faves and my top 5 fails for the month of June. Now, don't forget to comment down below what your top 5 faves and fails are down below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and share, and make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Now, until next time, as always, remember, be kind to yourself and to others. Bye!